Oh, listen to that. What's happening, folks? I don't know. I'm thinking of changing up. I think I want to flow. Do I already have given you a track, or can you pull something up for me? I'm just kidding. I do not flow. Is he really going to try that? No, I have tried. It has never gone over well. This is what I do. I like talking into microphones, right? I do it for a living. I'm a tour guide down on the boulevard. You guys all locals? Everybody local? Right? We all here? That's what we try to do, right? Bring up that energy. Right? I'm a tour guide down there on Las Vegas Boulevard. I just moved to town, so I'm actually a really shitty tour guide. I just make shit up all the fucking time. Right? They ask questions all the time. This is awesome. I'm going to cut off for a second. I've never been to Money Plays before. I could get hammered in this place, right? This looks like the type of environment I could sit down and just drink myself like till I pissed myself. This type of place, right? I do. I like bars like this. I do. I felt at home as soon as I walked in the door. And with that being said, you guys look like a group I can trust. So I'm going to let you in on something that just happened not too long ago. All right? You guys look pretty non-judgmental. I want to start off. Has anyone in here ever made a mistake before? Raise your hand if you've ever made a mistake. All right? A couple of saints in here. Fuck those guys. Listen. I made a mistake. All right? Is anybody in here with PETA? Anybody in here with PETA? All right, cool. Here's what happened. Yeah, anybody love dogs? This is where this is going. I have a dog, Hazel. I love dogs. So before I start the story, I want to let you know that I love Hazel. Hazel is my 65-pound pit bull. All right, she's 65 pounds. She's small for a pit bull. She looks retarded. I don't know if you can say that about dogs. Her mouth, she's got an underbite that comes out to like here. You can just like drop food into it. And she was obviously the runt of this litter. I came home from work the other night and I had picked up, follow me here, 100 milligram candy bar. Like the THC candy bars? I did. I stopped and got a 100 milligram candy bar to relax after a long week, right? I took a bath. I took one bite of that candy bar before I hopped in that tub. And then anybody ever had one of those candy bars? Can you admit that? I mean, it's legal here now. Has anybody had one of those candy bars? I got in a bath. I took one tiny piece out of that fucking candy bar. And then I came out of the tub. I take tubs. Don't judge me for that. Any men in here, if you think that tubs are just for women, you need to go check this shit out, right? I burn candles. I play music, the whole nine. I get fucking down in the tub. I'm just like, you guys should check it out if you never have. I come out of that tub. And I see the wrapper for that candy bar, but there is no more chocolate in that fucking thing. I looked around. I was like, what the fuck? And there is Hazel, my 65-pound pit bull. I swear to God, just staring straight up, right? No eye contact whatsoever. I was like, what the holy shit? I was just hit with a couple of things. She's not supposed to eat chocolate, right? Was that the number? I was like, should I be more concerned about that or that she just ate 100 milligrams of THC? I called the vet up right away. I said, my dog just ate 100 milligrams. I called myself out. I said, listen, we all make mistakes. I called myself out. I said, what should I do? They said, you need to bring her right in. I said, what are you guys going to do? And they said, we're going to give her charcoal and make her throw up. I said, all right, how much is that? They said, $500. I said, all right. I hung up the phone, and I looked at Hazel, and I said, we're on our own. What, $500 fucking dollars to make her throw up? I could do that at home, right? So I shut the TV off and I watched that bitch for the next 24 hours, right? The reason I picked up the candy bar is I had the next day off. Now, I was mad. First of all, I was mad. $27 for that fucking candy bar. And I was like, you bitch. And so like through the whole thing, I'm going back and forth trying to make sure she's okay and kind of like she got up. For about an hour, she didn't do shit. She just laid there, right? And then all of a sudden, I was like, maybe it's not going to hit her. I was like, I don't know, because 100 milligrams, put it in perspective, that would be like me eating 3.5 of those candy bars, right? Like if you do the weight ratio on that would, like if you know what those candy bars are, that would be the same as me eating 3.5 of those. About an hour into it, she just stood up, eyes completely bloodshot, and just kind of slid over to the floor to the left. I said, oh shit, this is going to be funny, and I just hope it doesn't end tragic. And I hung out with that dog. She had a blast. I'm telling you, I was jealous the whole time. At one point, she literally stood up and power pissed right at the wall. I remember at that point, I was like, all right, I have to really keep an eye on everyone. But she literally just stood up in her bed, power pissed on the wall, moved over 3 feet, and just laid back down. I carried her downstairs to use the bathroom and stuff, right? I know it's surprising, but I'm not single. I do stuff like that, and I'm not single, right? I do it lately. I've been doing a lot of dating lately. Anybody still dating? Who's not married in here? Who's still fucking around, right? Everybody always asks, who's married? I like to say, no, who's not married? Who's still out there just fucking around, right? I always date women a lot like Olive Oyl from Popeye. You guys remember Popeye? right? I date a lot of women like olive oil. I'm not talking tall and skinny. I'm talking whores. Look, I'm not trying to be mean. You guys remember Popeye? Like, Popeye used to bring that bitch everywhere, pay for everything, take her to the wharf, right? He'd take her on picnics, all kinds of shit. As soon as they got there, she'd be all over Bluto, right? As soon as they walked in, right? Immediately, I'd be like, hey, bitch, you came here with me. Here was my other thing on Popeye. I'm going to wrap up. It's a question I've seriously been thinking about lately. Where the fuck did he keep that can of spinach? You guys remember how tight that sailor suit was that he wore? That shit was like skin tight, and he always walked into rooms like this. I think, you know, see where I'm going with that? Is that too much? Is a picture of spinach up the ass? Is that where I've crossed the line at Money Plays? Guys, my name's Ralph. I had a blast down here tonight. I do live here in Vegas, so maybe I'll catch you around. Where's the host? Here he is over here. You're doing jazz with, who are you opening up with? You opening up for Lauryn Hill?
All right, here's here for Ralph, y'all.